Hey, did you know we're also on Spotify? You can listen to No Offsides on Spotify while you're busting out reps in the gym, driving to your next tournament, mowing the lawn to gain brownie points with your wife because you're always gone at tournaments, or while you're getting in some much needed shooting and stick handling practice. So if you're into multitasking, make sure to follow us on Spotify, where you can listen to all of our awesome content on the Spotify app. And legend has it that we almost get as many listeners as Joe Rogan. They even say that Joe Rogan himself has begun listening to the No Offsides podcast since recently falling in love with the beautiful game of roller hockey, and he'll even soon have us on as guests, which is pretty cool. So be like Joe Rogan and listen to the No Offsides podcast on Spotify. What's up, Rink Rats? It's Woody. I'm here to tell you that this week's episode is brought to you by Champion Hockey. If you're looking for quality wheels, sticks, bags, and apparel, then look no further. Champion Hockey has everything you need to look and play like a champion. Check out top-of-the-line Legacy Series sticks and wheels and upgrade your game without breaking the bank. Go to champion.hockey to purchase your gear now, and make sure to check out Champion on Instagram at Champion Hockey to stay updated with products and events. Champion Hockey. Look like a champion.
No Offside. Welcome back for another episode of No Offside, sponsored by Champion Hockey. We just like to talk hockey here, roller hockey specifically. I'm Dan Dean.
I'm Justin Wood.
And this is our guest tonight. He is considered, from many in our comments on Instagram, one of the best in the roller business. Plays for Black Ice. PJ DiMartino. How you doing, PJ?
What's happening, fellas?
Not much. So
Looks like you're in a car, man.
Yeah, we're doing a little Chick-fil-A run right now.
You know what you want?
Yeah, I'll take a spicy chicken sandwich.
all right, not a bad choice.
That's my order. That's my order, boys.
Yeah, do me I'll do a regular.
Chris wants a
choice.
Southwest wrap.
Coke. What do you want to drink?
Powerade.
But we gotta wait for the order to get through here.
This is my favorite intro yet.
Yo, long ride. Been in the car.
So where are you heading right now?
Where are we?
Well,
Yeah, where are you
headed?
going to?
Oh, we're going to Georgia for the US Roller Cup.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't tell you where we are right now, though. I have no idea. I just know we're 2 hours and 30 minutes out.
Lots of
Probably somewhere in South Carolina. If I'd have to assume.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few Confederate flags.
Hey, they do love their NASCAR.
All right, and if you love this show, then you will also love the College Roller Foundation. The College Roller Foundation is a volunteer-run, tax-exempt 501c3 nonprofit organization that exists solely to raise and distribute funds to deserving college roller hockey student athletes in the form of scholarships. The College Roller Foundation isn't a tournament series, league, championship, governing body, or sanctioning agency, but rather works with partners to host events to raise and distribute all those dollar bills to roller players who also like to get their academia on. By raising money through donations and divvying out these scholarships to the players, the College Roller Foundation seeks to grow the game of roller in college. And if you're interested in finding more info, helping out, or donating, please visit www.collegerollerfoundation.com and make sure to follow them on Instagram at College Roller Foundation. College Roller Foundation, growing the roller game one scholarship at a time. It's time to join a revolution in roller with US Roller Cup, a premier roller hockey tournament series. The US Roller Cup is led by a passion for the sport. US Roller Cup is driven to create an unparalleled experience for players, fans, and coaches alike. With a focus on promoting roller hockey at all levels from youth to professional, we are committed to growing the game and fostering a sense of community within the roller hockey world. To find out more information, find tournaments near you, or to sign up for an upcoming tournament, go to www.usrollercup.com and be sure to follow USRC on Instagram at US Roller Cup. US Roller Cup, a revolution in roller.
But all right, well, we might as well just start off with US Roller Cup. I mean, you're heading down there, right? You're bringing in a pretty solid squad. I mean, let's be honest. At this point, Crafty might be washed, so he might be your dead weight on the team.
Yeah, the dad life slowing him down a little bit.
I mean, but now he gets to add the dad strength to his artillery.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna bring a whole nother component to his game.
Hey, well, it's gonna be it's gonna be a fun tournament because you got your champion team coming down. You coming down with a loaded roster. I could say that for sure. So you must be in it for the money.
I really just wanted to play with my boys, but yeah, we got a good group. I was able to round up some of the boys, and I think we have a solid squad. And then we threw Drew in net. He's one of our men's league guys. He's actually a great defenseman, but he used to play goalie back in the day. But he's solid at goalie. So I was like, let's bring Drew.
Okay. Hey, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how he does, right? I mean, you're going up against a blood and feather squad. You got this nobody team whitey tighties, and then you have we can just call them the Atlanta Phantoms, right? So, which I just because I was denied by Chris of jumping on the champion team. I had to wiggle my way in, and I got on the Phantoms.
Is this your first pro card event? You didn't have your pro card when you text me.
Listen, I only whip that out when I go to clubs, okay?
Gentleman's court. It's like IMDb. You got to be in the system first.
Hey, I would have considered you, but Chris said no for me.
Well, when I texted, like I said, we've gone over this several times. When I texted Chris, I said, "Hey, you got an open spot on the roster," and he was like, "Who you got?" I was like, "All right, it's not me. All right, never mind."
Very, very subtle. Like, where's your
you got a whole car full there, huh? You got Chris, who's been on the podcast, and Mike, who's going to be on the podcast. Show them off for us. Let's see these boys.
There he is.
Hey.
In the Chick-fil-A drive-thru.
That's fantastic.
I mean, it's a Southern delicate, honestly.
Yeah.
At this
point,
I
mean, that's a huge part of the roller culture, right? You're traveling to go play. You're going to where the games are. How much time would you spend, or do you think you spend a year traveling?
It depends how much driving I do. I mean, this is definitely a long one. I don't think I'd go much longer than 13 hours.
Okay.
But we have all the stuff, the shirts, the sticks, and all that good stuff. So figured why not just drive down instead of shipping everything down. So it made sense, and it's worth it for sure. And good company, and who doesn't like a nice roadie?
Oh yeah,
road trip's always good.
It's unfortunate that it wasn't to Nashville because you can drink as a passenger in the car.
Yeah, I think Nashville's a little too far. I don't know if I'd want to do that drive.
Yeah, no, that definitely is for you. It's quite the distance.
Yeah.
Is that an ice cream cone? Shit, you got ice cream here?
Yes, they got ice cream at Chick-fil-A.
I didn't know that. When the fuck did we get ice cream?
So PJ, you've been rocking these Legacy Champion wheels, right?
Yeah.
What is your review on them?
I actually love them. I'll be honest. Chris,
he has to, babe.
Chris,
otherwise he'll be walking.
Chris, don't get mad at me. But the first set of wheels that came out, I tried doing my best with them, but I guess they're just not really meant for lighter people. So for me, I kind of struggled on them. But these ones are definitely, they're definitely one of my favorite wheels. Honestly, they grip really good. I have good edges with them. And the first set that I wore, I was wearing them for almost. It must have been like 6 or 7 weeks, without changing them. And, they started cracking towards the end, but so we wear wheels for that long as much as I play is, impressive. I've never had wheels last that long where like one doesn't break or, I have to swap one out. So I've definitely been impressed with them for sure.
Okay. I mean, you're playing what, 3-4 times a week?
Yeah, I play a lot, and then plus the weekends we play PIHA. We're playing, 4 or 5 games in a weekend.
Yeah.
So, they definitely got a fair amount of use. But yeah, no, I've been loving them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone else seems to have gotten them before me, so I haven't been able to try them out yet.
We have an official set for you right here in the
Yeah,
car.
we got you.
Oh, okay.
We're loaded. Came locked and loaded.
All right. I mean, between not getting my legacy wheels, apparently Chris doesn't know how to ship a box. I don't know. So yeah, I got to throw those jabs in there because
We're gonna have to hope that Chick-fil-A picks us up.
Keep
as a
it coming.
sponsor.
Keep
You're
it
about
coming.
to make us lose our champion.
Yeah.
Me and shipping haven't gotten along well lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey's getting stuck in I don't know. They got sent to France somehow. They made it to Memphis and then somehow ended up in France. I don't know.
So what jerseys are you guys rocking this weekend?
We're gonna be rocking what
The regular blue
the
and
ones
yellow.
that we wore in Nashville.
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
yellow and blue ones?
Yeah, yep.
Good looking jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean the pants came out sick, so I would have loved to have the jerseys, but it is what it is. I'm sure we'll get to use them again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, they got a glimpse at them. They look good. I mean, Chris was all hyped for the pants, so but I honestly don't think much really it takes much to get him excited. I mean, he was talking about ice cream in a cone.
I'm not paying attention.
He loves his ice cream.
So you mentioned PIHA, right? And so I mean, you guys were top of the standings, all the pro division, and then I mean that finals was a nail biter, huh?
Yeah. That the few team is a really good team. They got some of our boys on them, like O'Shaughnessy and Schultz. They would have been playing with us if PIHA didn't make a rule where there's like a cap, so you can't have like so many pro players on one team.
Oh.
So they ended up going to play with them, but yeah, it was a battle. It was a battle for sure. Those good games. They were nice and close. They were fun games to be in. I'd rather be like that than being all blowouts.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and considering that they were the number 3 team going in, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm trying to think. The second team was Inferno, right?
I think so.
Pittsburgh team.
Yeah. And so I think they were the number 3 team. I mean that game 3 of the finals was a nail biter. I mean, it was back and forth. It came down to puck possession, and then I don't remember who put the puck in the net.
Halverson. He's got the hot. He's had the hot.
That's
stick
right, because Halverson went. Was it Narch? Was it Narch winners? Yeah.
Yeah, in Cali. Yeah, he ripped it up in Cali. He had that game winner, and then same thing in Palma. I mean, in PIHA, he had that goal to save us. Kid's clutch.
Yeah. Hey. But yeah, I mean, how many years have you done PIHA?
I've been on and off because I've been like away and whatnot, but I think I've probably played like 4 seasons or maybe 5. Yeah, I think I don't know. Every time we went to Colorado, we've won, but I think so. I guess maybe 3, and then the 4th one, I think I was playing minors. That was like when I was like 16 or something.
Yeah. Because God, I mean, you're in your late 20s, right?
No, I'm in my late 20s. I'm 28 now. I'm getting old.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm in my 30s. Yeah, getting old. But I mean, I had a short stint in PIHA like 10 years ago, maybe even up to like 13, 15 years ago, right? And so there was a completely different schedule.
To the pro division?
Listen, they named the Pro Division after me. Those are my initials. Yeah. They had a completely different schedule back when I had a short stint in PIA. And so, like, you were traveling every weekend. And so, I mean, how do you like the PIA schedule now?
Yeah, no, I do like it. You know, it makes it worth it to, you know, you travel, whether it's Pittsburgh or it's a Marple or whatnot. It's at least you get to play like 5-6 games. You know, it makes the trip worth it rather than just playing like 2 or 3 games and then going home. You know, so I think it makes it more worth it. But it's like it's like a mini tournament almost. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like it the way it's set up now for sure.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to hit some stats on you because, you know, I ran your numbers. I'm a stats guy. Big stats guy. Yeah. You know, running the 3 major North American circuits since, well, depending on the tournament, depending on what was available. So let's just start with Narch finals, right?
Okay.
I have since 2015. You have 26 goals, 20 assists, 46 points, 1.5 points per game in round robin, right? And then for playoffs, you have 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points, about a point per game in the playoffs. I mean, your stats show that for whatever reason, Narch seems easy for you.
I do love Narch. I love my Narch.
Is it the Cali air? I mean, is it the beach time? What does it for you?
Well, it's hard to say. I've never really looked that far into it, but yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe the atmosphere. I don't know. Just being in Cali is a great time. I do love it, so maybe that does brings the best out of me. I'm not really sure.
Because Jimmy Teed said that tours was easy to him. So, and because his stats are pretty crazy for that. So, I mean, yours since 3 seasons, the last 3 years, I have you at 7 goals, 9 assists, 16 points, and then you have 1.7 points per game. And then in the playoffs, it's 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points, 1 point per game. Now, granted, we're hoping that this is semi-accurate.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Jimmy Teed says it's easy.
The way I look at tours is it's like a warm-up tournament for the rest of the tournament in the summer. You know, it is a great one to play in. I kind of dislike the fact that it's at the same rink every year.
Gotcha.
But no, I always play tours. I think it's a great way to warm up and get ready for the rest of the tournaments in the summer. And, you know, as I know a lot of the years, not as many teams show up to those ones, or like, you know, some of the main teams that are the top teams, like the Snipers and, you know, some of those teams don't show up to those, but I think it's still a good tournament to play in, and it's always competitive. I don't think it's necessarily easier than the rest.
Yeah. And then, I mean, honestly, because I mean, like you said, Snipers don't come. There's some teams that just don't go to some of these tournaments. Yeah. And then, I mean, you would probably consider then PAMA being one of the more difficult ones to play then, because you have different teams that come in.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, you're in round robin since 2019. You're at 14 goals, 9 assists, 23 points, 1.28 points per game in the round robin. You got 5 goals, 5 assists, 10 points, and 0.76 points per game in the last 4 or 5 years. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, this is pro division. So your average, I mean, I would say, even considering a point per game is a pretty solid, you know, bar to, you know, to keep, to stay there. So, I mean, but I mean, what separates these 3 tournaments in the North American circuit? Like, what's so different about them?
I mean, the PAMA one, it's the big cash prize. You know, everybody wants to win that one, I think, the most. And it's also the newest one, opposed to Narch and Tours always being around. growing up, we always played tours in Narch, and then and we played State Wars too, but now that it's like Palma Pro, it's like a big deal, you know. So I think everybody looks forward most to that one, and yeah, I just think it's the most competitive one for sure. That the Palma Pro one is definitely the best of the best. Show up to that one.
Okay. Do you think it makes it more appealing because it moves around?
Wait, what'd you say? What moves around?
Do you think PAMA's more appealing because it moves around to different rinks?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I think it makes it easier for guys to make it there. It's more central, so like you don't just have West guys, and then you don't have just East Coast guys. I think it's right in the middle, so it's pretty convenient for everybody to make it, and you know, whoever wants to be there makes it. Like that's one that Chavo always seems to make it to. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because I guess it all depends on like guys like Chavo that, you know, depending on how his ice schedule works out too, right? So
yeah, yep, exactly.
Well, you know, I was kind of checking out your social media, and I noticed you really like fishing. I know this is a hard left turn, but do you like going out to all the coastal tournaments, and everything, and you get a little chance to fish while you're out there, or what?
Honestly, not really. No, I usually just fish the Long Island. I have my spot, and that's all I fish is my spot. You know, throw on a wetsuit and swim out to a rock, and fucking I'll fish all night. That's my thing.
Nice.
Do you have any like? Does fishing and hockey kind of have any overlap for you?
Patience.
Yeah, I guess patience. There you go, N, right? But yeah, and then like competitive too. Like me and a couple of my buddies were pretty competitive. This kid Vincent Sketch, he used to play black ice back in the day, but he quit hockey for 10 years just to fish every day because he's not. But it does get competitive. You know, we weigh our fish, and like we always try and whoever gets the biggest one or who's catching the most that night. So it, you know, gets competitive and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's really just because it's something I love to do, and you know, brings me peace. It's
For sure.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, let's take that hard right turn back to hockey now. But I mean, I want to touch up on kind of your college experience, right? I mean, you looks like you had 4 years of college experience. You started out at Newman, and then you ended up at Farmingdale.
Yep.
I mean, it was your last year you won a national championship, right, with Farmingdale?
Both years that I was at Farmingdale, we won.
Okay. I knew it was the last one for sure. But I mean, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to get at is like, is there any difference between college play and kind of like going to these tournaments? Is it kind of like a, you know, I guess it obviously keeps you moving throughout the year, but like, is there anything that is different or the similar that
it's definitely different for sure. It's not, I mean, college was fun and all, but it wasn't like competitive like it is in these tournaments. You know, these tournaments are definitely much more competitive. At Newman, our team was fucking stacked. Like, you know, we were pumping everybody. And then, you know, my freshman year, we lost to Lindenwood in a close game. But after that, you know, then we kind of pumped Lindenwood every time. Or, you know, or they were like kind of close, but at the same time, I think we all knew that we were going to win. And then I think the one year we played at UNLV, which was, you know, there was some competitive games, but like during the year and stuff, like we were just killing people. And I honestly think that our practices at Newman were harder than most of our games, to be honest. But I think that's what made me a lot better, you know, playing against Shane Fox, playing against Kraft, some of the older guys like Yeomans, shooting on Chinny all the time. You know, so that's how you get better. I think playing with and against better guys is what makes you better, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you know, what made you change from like go from Newman to Farmingdale? Anything in particular?
Well, I wasn't the best student when I was in school, so my last what was it? I guess it was my fourth year at Newman. Like the first semester, I wasn't eligible to play, but like they could have easily told me to take a summer class and I would have been fine. But they didn't tell me that. Like they're telling me like I'm fine to play. And then I also wanted to play on the NCAA ice team, so like I don't know. I think I went to skate with them one time, and the sports director like came to the practice and literally like kicked me off the ice and like said like my grades weren't good enough so I couldn't play. And then I was kind of salty about that whole thing. So then and I wasn't eligible to play at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that semester I had to sit out, and then I'm like, you know what, like fuck you guys, I'm gonna play against you. Like I'm gonna transfer to Farmingdale and play against you guys.
Nice.
So and then I did that, and then Crafty hated me, Shane hated me, and so then there was a big rivalry with that, and
Okay.
I think it made that season a lot more fun just because, you know, instead of pumping teams, I was playing with Farmingdale, which, you know, we had a good team, but it wasn't the team that we had at Newman, so it made it a lot more exciting. And that rivalry between Newman and Farmingdale was it was a blast. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, because I know personally that Newman was a top program for roller for quite some time, because my brother went there when he was supposed to be going to college and then never attended a class. So, and then he never made the team. He got kicked off as well. So, yeah. But they were good when he went there, which, God, that's 20 years ago.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that was probably like the start of it when they started that team. But yeah, there was a bunch of black ice guys like Yeomans and Chinny, and Shane was there. So, you know, I was playing with them in the summer, and then they're like, oh, you want to come to the Newman? Like, where are you going to school? I was like, I was going to play juniors, but I'm like, I'm down to go away and play in college. So then I decided to do that. And, you know, I was living in the hockey house. We had a blast there. It was a good time. It was, I miss those days looking back.
The question is, when you're in college, or even now, do you party as hard as Tardino?
Never. I don't think that's possible. Tardino's another species.
Now, it says you were in Spain. Was that for roller or ice?
I actually, it was for roller, but then I ended up playing ice as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the one guy, Marcus Fajardo, he was on the roller team, and Junior Cadiz was the one that put me in contact with him. And he's from New York, but he went there after college and then ended up, you know, playing roller. And then he was coaching the ice team for FC Barcelona. Mm-hmm. So he was like, yo, if you play ice, like bring your ice stuff. You could probably play ice too. So I ended up doing that, and I was able to, you know, when I didn't have roller games or coaching roller, then I was able to play in the ice games. And yeah, we ended up winning the Spanish Cup there. It was pretty sick.
Sweet.
Yeah.
He's a champion.
He's champion. And then
we got a guy. Oh,
go ahead, Justin. Go ahead.
Oh, we just got a guy in the chat that wants to know the difference in European inline field hockey versus American. What you feel is the difference between like the game and the size of the rinks, all that.
Well, like for roller though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why he said that.
No, because they do have like field hockey too, like where they play on quads. I guess it's like European roller hockey, but they play on quads and like they use little field hockey sticks. I saw that when I was in Spain too. It was actually it was pretty impressive how they could rip a ball like that, like with a little stick and skate on quads. Like I don't know, I can't imagine trying to do that, but yeah, the difference between roller in Europe and roller here, I think the rinks are a lot smaller there, so you know you're always battling in corners, and it's just like you don't have enough space. It's not an open rink, and then the players aren't really, you know, over there. They're not patient with the puck. They're zoom, zoom, zoom. Yeah. They're going a million miles an hour, and they're all fast, and like I don't know. Part of and you get a penalty every time you make contact with somebody and they fall down, you get a penalty. That kind of drove me crazy. And I think France, it's even worse with that. They call everything. But
Well, we saw that Jimmy T even had PIMs over in France. So, and he said the same thing. He's like, it's a lot of run and gun.
oh yeah. They just don't have that mentality of like keeping possession and like playing smart. Like they just want to go.
Yeah.
Which is cool, it's fun, but I mean if you were able to like be more physical, then it would be great because it's,
yeah,
and it's fun.
Yeah, that is a weird combo.
Yeah, like when you're going a million miles an hour, then you touch somebody and it's a penalty. It's like, all right, what am I allowed to do? So
because we've seen in the North American circuits that there's some body work on the boards. People get tossed around.
oh yeah, I mean I don't know. I think now I'll finish checks and stuff on the board. Like I'm just like, yeah, play it like it's if they're not gonna call it.
Yeah.
And they're not calling on the other team. Yeah, why not just have a physical game? I think that's how hockey should be played.
And,
I like that.
And I guess from kind of like your little ice experience in Spain, did that transition over to like the SPHL?
No, I wouldn't really say that transferred over because it was years after. But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just decided to go play in the SP because after COVID, COVID was pretty long, so I was just working for FedEx and playing men's league and going to the tournaments and whatnot. But I just felt like I still had some left in the tank, and I wanted to go away and play a season, kind of get myself back into hockey. Because before COVID, I was in France and I was playing, and I ended up fracturing my skull. But but yeah, I kind of just wanted to get back into hockey, so I was just like, let's go away, give it a go. And I was like, fuck it, I'll go try and play ice rather than play roller. I already did that. So yeah. Then I went to a free agent camp, and they picked me for main camp, and then another team called me to play with them, and then my buddy was going to play with that team, so I ended up just going with him, Matt O'Shaughnessy. So me and him got to play on the same team, which is awesome. He's one of my best friends. So
okay.
So yeah, we had a good time until the team folded, which is like unheard of. But yeah, that happened.
I mean, when I played juniors for ice hockey, my team folded, and I just called it quits for ice. I was like, I'm done. They're like, we can trade you though. I'm like, what are you gonna get from me?
Yeah, I mean, I did go to another team. I went to Knoxville after that, which was fun. Knoxville's a sick city and everything, but the hockey aspect, coming to a team and just not getting the minutes that I was looking to play, and like, I don't know, I'm a power play guy, and I'm not getting on the power play, and they're not using me on the penalty kill, and there's so many penalties in that league, so it's literally like, getting like 2 shifts a period. I'm like, listen, coach, I'm not a player that plays like 2 shifts a game. Like, if you're not going to use me, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it was a good experience. I had some great teammates, and it was nice to go away and get on the ice, practice every day, and I think it helped my game.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you get on the rink, regardless of whether it's ice or roller.
Yeah, no, I definitely enjoyed it. I don't regret it at all.
So I want to talk black ice a little bit because I mean it's something similar that I asked Teed, and kind of just wanting to know, like, I mean, what do you guys do in between games? Like, you guys hang out, you guys grab food, like, do you watch games? Like, I mean, what do you guys do?
Yeah, we'll grab food. I mean, we don't drink, so we're just hanging out. We'll watch some of the other pro games and maybe go back to the hotel, either hang out or take a nap, and then, go back to the rink, hang out some more. I don't know, nothing crazy, I mean, at night after the games, that's usually when we do more fun stuff. But,
yeah.
But yeah, during the day, try and take it easy. Maybe, I mean, in Cali, we'll go down to like Newport or something, grab lunch or something cool.
Okay.
It's always nice to go. And then, in the mornings we went to like beach hockey. You know how they play beach hockey out there. So we went out there, hung out with them.
That's cool.
But yeah.
Now, we're going to kind of shift over to Wish Cup.
All right.
Because it seems like it got the best of you last year.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You know, missing a championship game, that's pretty unheard of. So yeah, I guess you could say it got the best of me.
or did it get the better of you? I don't know. I mean, depends if you're a glass half full or half empty kind of guy. So yeah, I mean, once again, I mean, you played with Chavo, another sick team that you guys had put together for that pro division.
Mhm.
You know, I got to firsthand experience you sleeping on my bench after your game.
I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, where's my team? They're taking the picture. They're taking the picture. You guys won.
They were all like, I'm pretty sure your team was like, fuck him. He's not even awake. We're not waking up for the picture.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I mean, you had one arm hanging off the bench. The other arm was like this, just snoozing with your helmet on.
At least they photoshopped me into the picture.
Oh, that's awesome. Justin, did you pull the picture from the file?
I'm trying to pull it up, but it's not doing it. We'll throw it up in a minute.
Yeah, we'll throw it up. But yeah, no, it was pretty funny because you're snoozing, your team wins. They're like, oh yeah, let's go take a picture. Someone's like, oh yeah, fuck him, he's sleeping. And then we're like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna warm up now. And then we're like, all right, guys, just leave him alone, let him sleep. Like we'll just slide down on one side of the bench.
Well, that really happened because we were in the semifinal game. You know, I played like a shift or two, and then Kraft and Chavo were like, "Yo, like sit on the bench, like rest up for like the next game." And I'm like, "What? You don't want me to play? Like what? I'm too drunk to play." I'm like, "All right, fuck you guys. I'm going to sleep then." And then I went to sleep, and I guess I just didn't wake up.
Yeah, and then someone came over, woke you, like shook you, woke you up, and then it was like almost like instantly you got undressed, you went to the bleachers, and next thing you know you were snoozing on the bleachers.
Yeah, I had to get some sleep, you know. Definitely a long night, and 9 a.m. games are not ideal.
No, not Nashville.
No,
and that was all due to the impending weather coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, where'd you guys go for Nashville?
I couldn't tell you. We were all over the place. I mean, if I had to guess, it was probably Aldean's.
Okay.
You know, upstairs in Aldean's. That's usually the spot to go to. Yeah.
I mean,
I'd say that. I don't know. I'm sure we went other places, but yeah, I remember Aldean's for the most part.
I'm a honky tonk guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we went there.
Shorter line.
What's the pink one? Tootsie's? We definitely went to Tootsie's too.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong anywhere down that strip. I mean, you got whiskey places. You just got bars, like 3-4 level bars. I mean.
Yeah. And then we had an Airbnb too. So we were probably partying there all night too.
But yeah, I mean, you right now at this point with URC added to it, you got about 5 tournaments that I think you can get cash prizes at now, right? Because was there a cash prize at Wish Cup? I can't remember.
If there was, I didn't get any. Yeah, no, I don't think there was.
2 years ago there was. We donated it back.
Oh,
Okay. Now, a chatter said, wants to know, do you have a most memorable game or tournament?
Yeah. I mean, I would say 2014 Narch Pro. That was like my first pro win, and I think that one will be forever my favorite moment. You know, that whole run that we had. You know, we were in 9th seed coming into the playoff. We actually had to play a play-in game. It was like, I think it was like 8th seed versus 9th seed to get into the playoffs, and we mercied that team. And then the next day we beat the Snipers and we beat Next Gen, and then we played Revision in the championship. But Yeah, that was crazy. I was 18 years old. I mean, I remember just being so happy that we won 18 and under. You know, I didn't think anything of pro, and then to battle it out and win the whole thing it was kind of like a dream come true. You know, I've been playing roller since 2004 in like these tournaments, like in Arch and everything. So it's 20 years. You're looking at 20 years. You know, it's pretty crazy to looking back at everything I've been through with the sport.
Yeah, I think was it Narch just posted a bunch of old pictures that of like I think it was some of them were pro division, and you're talking, oh man, what was the jersey company that had like the holes in them that were like the real deal for like good Pro Joy jerseys?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's just like it just brought back so many memories. I was like, holy crap, I owned one of them.
Yeah, no, I know it's nuts looking how far the game's come.
Especially you're wearing like an ice jersey on a roller rink, sweating your ass off too.
Yeah, those jerseys are so heavy.
But
big patches on the front.
Yeah. Now, because it seems like the pro division was never as big as it is today, right? For as many teams. For some of these new teams, right? I mean, what teams do you think are, have become more competitive in the pro scene that are new? Like, I mean, you got Skittles, Blood and Feathers. You have what the heck's their new team that they broke off from, I think, Roadrunners and created a new team in State Wars. I think
Chemistry?
No. They have the green logo. I don't remember.
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. But I mean, Skittles are definitely an upcoming team. You know, I've felt like that team is a team that can easily win. You know, if they played smart and got some bounces. But they're definitely a young, skilled team. And then trying to think, the few plays in some tournaments, they're pretty solid. They always give us a pretty good game.
Epic Society's now up, man.
I'm trying to think of other teams. I don't know. I'm terrible at like thinking back on tournaments, but I mean, there's definitely some upcoming teams that you never know who could win a tournament. Like even when our Black Ice team won that first one, I don't think anybody in the whole building would have thought we would win, but somehow it happened. So, and that was what started the run that we've had. I think just getting that confidence and winning that first one, it just it sparked the fire.
The team I'm thinking about is the North Park.
Oh, I'm trying to think who's on that team. Oh, is that Bennett's team? Bennett?
Yes.
That's Bennett's team?
Yeah, it's Bennett.
Yeah,
Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett's a fucking weapon, His shot is ridiculous. And then his brother Shane is great skater.
You got
have some ice guys. They play hard. Yeah, no, those guys could play. They're a good team.
Because I mean, some of them came from. What was it? Bennett played for Roadrunners, right?
Yeah, Bennett played for the Roadrunners. I'm trying to think. I just remember them being on Excitement, like always. Like that's where when I think of the Bennetts, I think of Excitement. They're playing for George for a while.
Okay.
And then Blake went to Roadrunners. I guess Shane was playing with the Roadrunners too. I can't really remember, to be honest, but then they started their own team, but they're definitely a solid team for sure.
Now you mentioned George, and I'm assuming it's George Brown, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna have him on in a I think it's probably a month or two.
Nice.
But you on one of your pictures, you played in the Legends draft.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if people really know so much about how the Legends draft is. I mean, what was your experience of the Legends draft?
Oh yeah, I loved Legends. Yeah, it was a great time. My buddy O'Shaughnessy, he asked me to play, and then my brother was down to play, so we kind of just made a trip out of it. We had, I think it was us three, and then the way the draft goes, you have your three guys and a goalie, and then you just draft from from the rest, but
Okay.
there's a pool with all the draft names and whatnot. But yeah, it was a competitive tournament, and I think it makes it more fair for the other teams, because you're not bringing a full squad, you're just bringing a few guys, and then you make a team around them. So I think it's a great idea. I definitely enjoyed it. Had a great time.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably besides going out to Narch, it's probably the one that I'm trying to get into and just experience it, because you can do your Thursday night draft league, right? But then all those guys, and then you go into this whole draft tournament, and it's completely different because most guys are bringing their teams in, and then you can play with someone you've never played with before.
Yeah, exactly.
You should text them a picture of your pro card.
I gotta step on the rink first.
Yeah, they had that too. They did have like a little skate, like where like we were like sitting in the stands and we're watching the guys. Like, all right, we're gonna pick him. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
So you did like a little. It's like because they have an evaluation on Fridays, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how it worked. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was actually really cool how they did that. And the one kid that we got, like, he was lighting it up in that. I can't even think of his name, but he was solid the whole time. He was a good player.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now, there's a big thing coming up after USRC, and it's the Dan Dean Mega Man Iron Man.
Hey.
He's already put his name on that one too.
No, it's the Mega Man Iron Man in Long Island in March 23rd. I guess my real question for you is, are you coming in with a loaded team?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Definitely bringing a squad. It's so hard to pick my team just because I have so many boys from home, obviously, and it's hard to pick which ones I want to use. But I think I got to go with, Billy and KJ get first dibs. And then I think I'd use Kozlo on defense with me.
Okay.
Obviously, I'd love to use Halvey. If one of them can't, if KJ or Billy can't play, I'll pick up Halvey or Matt O'Shaughnessy. But yeah, I think that's what our team's looking like. And then goalie wise, I think I'm gonna go with Chinny. And if Chinny can't play, then either Keith. Yeah, I'd take Keith Johnson. And then if he's already on a team, then I would grab Stavi for sure.
I don't know. I mean, you got to think if you're not.
Stavi.
I mean, if you're not picking up Halverson, I don't know if you're going to get Johnson.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough one. I mean, Billy's pretty busy with the FDNY, so maybe he won't be able to play, and I'll pick up Halvey. But yeah.
$5,000 on the line.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be there. We're going to try and stream. Well, we're going to try and stream as many programs as we can, and definitely the finals. I'm assuming we're probably going to be able to get like one game because Chris will be able to tell you. I don't know because there's two rinks, so figuring out. I mean, it's probably going to be two pro games going on at the same time, so we'll have to pick our games.
Yeah, no, there's only one rink at that one.
Oh, we're going to that one. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get confused on the names of the rinks anyway.
Rapid fire.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good then. Then we can cover all the games.
Yeah, exactly.
And apparently we're doing goal judges for the finals. So if you lose, it's not the man behind the mic; it's the guys behind the goal.
All right.
Just want to make sure we don't miss anything.
Good. I like that.
You gonna wear your glasses, Chris?
Yeah. Scuba goggles.
Scuba goggles.
No, it's definitely necessary to have somebody behind the net in case it goes through. There's been a few times I've shot it through the net, and it's like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, I mean, I had a question. Justin, you got anything?
Well, that just was making me laugh about shooting it through the net, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe.
You really have done that a few times?
Yeah.
Dang, in big games?
Yeah, there was one in Piha where we were playing against Chinny. Chinny was on the Gladiators, and I shot one. Went right through the net, hit the boards, and like literally, we're like, yo, it went through the net, and the refs just didn't blow the whistle or anything, and I think we ended up losing the game. because of that.
Ref was probably up near the red line anyway.
Yeah, and then in men's league and stuff, I've definitely shot it through the net, but usually it doesn't make it to the boards. It usually like takes a weird bounce out, so you can tell that it went through the net.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't think I shoot it that hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that when we go up to Long Island, that I won't have to see you in over 30. So that'll be good.
Just wait another year, and then you will.
What stick are you using right now, PJ?
The Legacy, the new champion stick. I'm a big fan.
Cool.
Big fan.
Yeah, you know, once I get the Dan Dean Legacy line, it's gonna have a mid kick and a low kick at the same time.
All at once.
You know, and it's just gonna be super whippy. It's gonna be like a wet noodle out there.
I love that 65 flex. That's my shit.
You're using 65 flex?
I was for a while, but I was,
We cut him off from the 65.
I got cut off from 65s because I was,
Are you snapping them?
Yeah, I was breaking some. Yeah.
It's everybody whacking him.
Yeah, it's really more like people slashing me than me like breaking them with my from shooting. But
It's an intermediate stick.
so now we're moved up to 75, but we're still scoring.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah. What are you rocking on your feet these days?
I have 2X Pros. I mean, those I have like 3 pair. I don't know. I have a lot of pairs of 2X Pros, but
Okay.
But I've been considering going back to my 1X skates, the ones, the black and red ones.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those were like my all-time favorite skates. So there's been a few times where I bounced back and forth, but yeah, I think I might be doing that again soon.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, they discontinued the 2Xs, so
yeah, I really just love that boot of the 1X boot. I think that was my all-time favorite skate, and I just feel like I'm the fastest when I'm wearing those. I was actually just talking about that the other day.
now are you rocking a Bauer 4500 bucket?
No.
No.
I'm not.
All right. Well, then I can't get you on my side to have Chris make champion helmets then.
No, I think we have Reacts. The blue ones that we have are Reacts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my black helmet's a Warrior helmet. It's just from ice.
Gotcha.
But I've just been wearing that for now.
KJ would love a 45.
Yeah, KJ loves the 45. That's his favorite.
Yeah, well, then I gotta speak to KJ because we need to get the champion. We can, whatever we can do the 9,000. I don't care, whatever. Just we got to mold the 4,500 back. We got to get it back.
All right, I'm with the movement. Let me know when we're starting it.
Well, the man in the front seat is the one that we got to get to start it.
Would have to get the mold.
I'll just send me the mold. I'll put my head in it. But PJ, you're sideways right now.
Traffic.
Yeah, it's because somebody's fucking calling me.
Oh, okay.
Stop calling.
Hey, he's busy.
Yeah, fucking work.
Uh,
I'm busy, boys.
You got your other job, man.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. I'm off now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, have you ever been to the Snellville rinks?
What rinks?
The Snellville in Atlanta?
Oh, no, never have.
So it's definitely a different atmosphere, right? So the rinks are actually sunken in, and people are actually above you, like watching you.
All right, that sounds pretty sick.
What surface?
It's just sport court.
Style.
Yeah, just normal sport court. I mean, you're coming at the right time. They've done a lot of maintenance to the rink. You used to not be able to take a shit in the bathroom because there was no door on the bathroom door.
That was the funniest.
Yeah. So they've definitely done a ton of improvements. And so, they It's a unique rink for sure. Like I said, it's almost like gladiator stage. You're thrown in the pit and you gotta battle it out.
That sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, it's a good time, man. I like
I mean, you'll have to determine yourself which tile is better because you got the blue rink and the white rink, and they definitely have different feel. So,
all right, it's looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I got you in the first game too. So,
all right, let's go. Bring it.
So get drunk tonight.
Yeah.
We'll get drunk tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, get drunk tomorrow night.
Want me to get drunk tomorrow night?
I can tell you right now, if you like wings and you like a cold beer and you like good tots, Dylan's is the place to go.
Dylan's?
Yeah.
Are you setting me up right now?
Yeah. Like sending us to
we always end up there.
No, we always end up at Dylan's.
Okay.
It's good stuff, man. It's got a unique vibe. Music's hit or miss.
Yeah, you like cover bands?
Yeah, if you like cover bands.
They got karaoke, Thursday night karaoke.
You a karaoke guy?
No, fuck no.
Thursday nights.
If you had to do a karaoke song, what would you do?
Oh, give me the loot, Biggie Smalls.
Sick.
But no, I think it's either Tuesday or Thursday is the poker night there.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I would just check it out. I mean, like I said, wings and tots, man. That's all you need from there.
You heard him, bro.
They're sponsoring the episode, so we had to shout them out.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's part of the play. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to Dylan.
Which then, if you don't like Dylan's, there's a Sonic right next to it.
All right. Do I get the drink for free since I'm on the pod?
We'll do our best.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
We have a question that says, as a righty, which position on the rink do you prefer to play on, the left or the right, and why?
I'd have to say right. If I had to pick, I mean, I'm always on both sides. It's not like I just play one side, but if I had to pick, I would say the right. Okay. Even on the power play, I usually always play the right side. I like shooting from the right side better.
Now, I kind of want to get into a little tactical, like talking about power play a little bit. I mean, the go-to used to be a diamond. I mean, why is everyone shifting to the box?
I mean, our Black Guys team has always done a box. That's just how it is. I don't know if it's because of who's on our power play or what, but that's just always been our thing. You know, the box, me and Kraft up top, and then KJ down low on my side, and then either Chavo or Billy down low on Kraft's side. But that's always how we've done it, and I mean, it seemed to work pretty good. Yeah. I think the box you have more lanes and like there's not. I don't know I feel like when we go into a diamond, I feel like you got to take a one timer from the side, otherwise you don't really have much to work with. I mean, when we were little, like we would like on the snipers when I was like in 10U, we would run the wrap, but that would be from a diamond, you know, like when the both sides go swing behind the net and. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the diamond, honestly.
Okay, I was just curious because I mean it's kind of taken over, and you know, the teams that know how to play the box on a power play usually get goals, and the ones that struggle don't convert. So, you know, and like I said, even you get to I don't know AAA, AA, and you kind of still see it a little bit. But then as you get down to lower levels, it kind of dissipates and guys go back to the diamond. I was just curious on you know if there was a reason why you guys ran it or not.
Yeah, no, I just see a lot more lanes, and I think you have a lot more shooting opportunities when you're playing a box, and it opens up the guys on the bottom too. You know, because that defenseman has to step to the point, because obviously the top guy on the penalty kill, he can't play both.
Yeah.
people up top, so one of those defensemen have to step and kind of opens up the guy down low. So I think, I just think the box is better.
I mean, it makes sense. Because you want the movement, right? And then you can go side to side, you can go up and down, and then the bread and butter obviously is if you can slide it through the crease and then hit the guy back door, right?
Yeah.
So, but Jimmy Teed says
Not up in here.
No, yeah, exactly. He's all about. He says the one thing he looks for is taking away that pass through the middle. So, I mean, you're a PK guy. I mean, how do you? I mean, what's the best way to defend it?
It's tough. It's definitely tough. I mean, with Chinny and Teed and net, I'll, for the most part, like, I'm not letting the guy shoot from the point, but usually, like, say Billy will be stepping to the one side, and usually I'm stepping up to the other side. And when I step, I'm taking away the pass going down low. So if he wants to shoot it, he can. I'm not really. I like the goalie to see the puck, so I don't want to be screening him. I'd rather play that pass going down low, and if he wants to pull it and shoot it, so be it.
Yeah, I mean, and having a attendee in that that's you can rely on to do that is
huge.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but yeah, I mean, what are you guys running for a breakout?
There's no breakout. That's what I love about roller. It's all creativity.
Yeah.
It's just, what you see is what you got, and that's what I love roller. It's all creativity. It's you see what you got, and you read and react. That's my favorite. With ice hockey, there's so many planned plays and this and that, and it doesn't. I almost feel like you're a little bit contained. You can't do as much as you want because you have certain plays you have to do. So
yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, being creative, getting open space. I gotta text my team real quick. I'd be like, "This is what PJ's doing." But real quick, we're gonna run a Wheels and Reels video, so we will be right back, and then we'll come back and we'll talk some more.
All right.
And we're back.
All right. Now, we talked a little bit earlier about kind of these newer teams coming in, and there's one that came in last year in Narch, right? And that was the NSIHL team that was put together from Canada that came down and played in Narch. Did you get a chance to play against them?
Is that Pure Maple team?
I don't think it's the Pure Maples team. It was. Oh, that's not Narch. That was. Give me a second as I pull it up. That was. Oh man, what the heck were they called?
I don't know. It's honestly not ringing a bell.
I don't know, Narch. Oh, that's where it is on Narch website. So weird. Give me a second. Narch's website can be confusing sometimes. That was the Vancouver Blazers.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think we played them.
Okay.
Or maybe we did, and I don't remember. But
So the Vancouver Blazers were the team that in the NSIHL, their pro division that they have up in Vancouver.
yeah, okay.
They
one
played
that like Bedard plays in and stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I was just curious if you played against them because I didn't look at their schedule.
Yeah, no, I don't think we did.
No, yeah, they played Chemistry, they played Golden Knights, they played Wizards and Ringsters.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then they played Epic Society in the playoffs. But I mean, you get in some of these teams from. I mean, you had in Narch, you had Team Sweden, right? You had the Blazers. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of teams coming out of just nowhere. I mean, you had 14 teams, right? I mean, that's a lot for a pro division.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at it here, right? The teams that were different, especially just because I'm looking at Narch, Wizards, Farm Tough, Epic Society's kind of newer now and kind of sticking around. I mean, when you go out to Narch, you got the OC Blades. If I'm saying it right, the Maven, and then you have Hopa Phoenix and Team Chemistry. I mean, you got a lot of teams there that don't necessarily go anywhere outside of Narch.
Yeah.
So I mean, do you welcome kind of these other teams that are trying to get a crack at it, or would you prefer to play kind of
No,
the
I
top eight?
definitely, I definitely like the fact that they're, coming to the tournament, giving it a shot. I mean, even if they're not doing as well as they want to or think they would, at least it's another team to play against, and you're not playing against the same guys every tournament. It's definitely. I love to see other guys coming and playing, whether they're from roller or ice or wherever the hell they're from. It's always good to see different teams for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to get these teams to level up too, right? Playing
Yeah.
against guys like you that have been in there for a while.
Yeah, exactly. They need the exposure. You can't just jump into it and kill it. But you come to a certain amount of tournaments, you get the hang of it. You see what you're up against, and then you adjust and you come back and better.
And it gives you a little more physicality in the corners too.
Yeah, for sure. When you don't know the guys, it's like, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm not taking you.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that when we go to tournaments. It's like you can get a little more aggressive because you don't care about the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing at home, you're playing against the same guys over and over again. You're like, maybe I'm on your team on a different night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even when it's that case, I still don't take it easy. Fuck it. When we're on the rink, I don't care who you are.
That's a good mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to look at these teams, right? You look at Roadrunners for the, when Halverson got on a team, it's a bunch of young guys, right? And they got shellacked in a lot of the tournaments starting out.
Yeah.
And now look at them, they're competing, they're winning, championships. They're competing so much that they're able to even get what the heck's his name on the team too. From the now he plays for the Wild. Why am I forgetting his name?
Oh, Pat Maroon.
Yeah, Pat Maroon. Yeah. So it's you guys got Chavo. They said, all right, we'll match you with Pat Maroon.
Well, Pat actually wanted to play for us, and Jason said no to him. He's like, I don't want to be coach. He's like, I don't want to be coaching this NHL guy. He's like, what? I'm gonna tell a guy in the NHL that he's not gonna be on our power play. Like, he's like, I can't. So yeah, then he ended up playing for the Roadrunners, and then he had the game winner against us. So. Yeah, it's funny how things work out like that.
Yeah.
But
I think he almost led the round robin in goals, and then then he comes in and tucks the game winner goal.
Yeah, and it's not the first time he's done that. When growing up, I think he was dominating the game for a while.
Do you like hearing all of the roller talk within the NHL lately?
Yeah, I love to see it. It's fucking awesome for the sport, definitely.
I mean,
I didn't see that coming, but I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely gotten more highlights Now, the one controversy is that's in the rumor mill is that they might ban the Michigan. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know why they would do that. I don't know. I love the fact that more and more people are doing it. You know, I've even like wanted to do it a few times. I'm just not that great at picking the puck up on my stick, but I've
neither am
tried
I.
it. Definitely tried it a few times.
Yeah, I'm a scoop kind of guy, so there's no like toe drag into the like pulling it back behind you, then getting on your stick.
Yeah.
I'm more of a it's on edge. Now it's time to scoop it.
Yeah, I mean, as a defenseman, I don't really get the puck behind the net too often, but in men's league, I've tried it a few times, and I find a way to fuck it up.
But I mean, you got probably one of the most solid goalie duos in the North American circuit, right? I mean, there are other stout goalies, but you have two solid ones. I mean, how does that change your game plan? I mean, we talked about it a little bit already, but
Yeah. I mean, it just gives you so much more confidence now, knowing that your goalies are going to save shots from the outside. Like, I'm not a big shot blocker. I will if I have to, but for the most part, I almost feel more comfortable letting our goalies see the puck. And, if I get a stick on it, it's going up into the netting. But if they get the shot through, I'm pretty confident that they're going to save it. So, I try and play the guys to the outside and not let them get to the middle. And, yeah.
Okay.
Chinny or Teed is going to shut it down.
Now, I'm assuming Chinny gets the playoff starts because he's been around longer.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've literally won everything with Chinny. And he's like, I think he's infamous for playing like playoff hockey. Like, he could probably he's definitely had like some bad games in the round robins and whatnot. He'll admit that too. But when it comes to the playoff day and championship Sunday, he is dialed. Like he's always on. I don't think I've ever seen him play a bad playoff game. He's always on.
That's awesome to have behind you.
Yeah, no, it's great. Chinny's my favorite goalie by far.
I mean, do you have a hardest goal, like more difficult goalie that you play against that you're?
Oh, you're stealing my rapid fire question.
Oh shit! Never mind. Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
Go for it. I'll take it anyway.
All right, no answer.
We'll hold that one. We'll hold that one. All right. Yeah, I gotta cool it down with the.
I'll give
the
you time
questions.
to think about it.
Yeah. But I mean, I can't.
Well, I was gonna say I don't pay attention to goalies.
You're a defenseman. That's right. Yeah.
Well, I just don't like. I think I psych myself out when I'm thinking about who's in net. I think I'm better off just shooting on it like it's I try not to care about who's in net.
Okay.
Just think about it that I'm gonna score every time I shoot it.
Yeah.
Or just feed crafty or Shabo.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm missing the net, then I just start passing it a little more.
Very cool. I do think there's a lot to say about that, though. If you think too much about who you're playing against, you're just going to psych yourself out.
Yeah, I think it's all mental, I think you just have to play every team like it's the same, just play to win and dominate. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like to think about who I'm playing. Half the tournaments I come to, I don't even like looking at like who we're playing against,
Just give him the game times. He'll be there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, your first game on Saturdays at 1 p.m. It's not at 12 or 11:30 or whatever. It's not. Don't.
Yeah. Nice shot.
Yeah.
The effort was there.
But and here's the crazy thing too is. All I wanted to, and I asked Chris this, and he even told me no, straight up. I was like, I'll mic up, I'll skate in warm-ups, because obviously for whatever reason he's not choosing you as his poster boy. And so I said, mic me up, I'll go out there, I'll talk shit to the other team, and then I'll talk shit to their own goalie in warm-ups. It'll be great content. And he said, it's not my team, it's PJ's team.
Wow, I'm honored.
Have you ever done a mic'd up before?
I'm trying to think. I don't think for an actual game. Maybe for like warm-ups or something, but I don't think I've actually played in a game with it on. Or maybe I had. That's a lie. I think maybe I've done it once at tours or something.
Okay.
Very cool.
Are you into mid-game interviews? Just trying to get the feel here for U.S. Roller Cup.
I have nothing against it. I'd be open to doing it.
I mean, I know I've seen it done before, but I don't know how guys feel about it. I mean, you're competing, right? So
yeah, I mean, maybe not on the playoff day, but like,
okay,
in round robin, I don't care. I would be open to doing it for sure.
Okay, all right. Well, we might get you in then. I mean, Justin will be running the first game because obviously I'll be playing against you, but and no one wants to interview me no one wants to hear me from me, so it's probably why the viewer counts down.
We'll just have you mic'd up the whole time. You can call the game while you're playing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Chris put a bounty on your head, so I mean, no one knows about it, but
Oh my god. He's trying to get it.
What's the price? I want to know.
Chris said he's doubling the prize for U.S. Roller Cup to put a bounty on your head.
Why would I do that?
He says he wants. I mean, you told me on a phone call that.
Check your Instagram.
Check my Instagram. Oh, here we go. Hold on.
The funniest part is that he keeps.
Oh, I got a pro card. I got my pro card made.
Throw it up on the screen. Pull it up.
5'10". Come on, you couldn't give me my extra inch.
That was stretching it.
Listen, my pro card's definitely off.
That is
I'm 5'10", 187 pounds. I wish.
I think it was supposed to be mine.
My most memorable hockey moment is being in a Champion ad.
I love that you're getting trolled by the driver.
Yeah, I'll get trolled by the driver. This guy.
Yeah, I don't know how he's still on the road.
Yeah, I don't know. But he's not even driving a Tesla.
Escalade.
Oh man.
Gangster.
He's got my picture from when I got my teeth knocked out at Florida Cup.
You look like a pro.
I look like a pro. Look at that. I mean, you're missing an inch. You're also missing about 30 pounds. But hey,
this was from years ago, wasn't it?
I can't remember the last time I was 187 pounds. That might have been like 6th grade.
I was being generous.
God.
Got you a fighting weight.
I appreciate the pro card though. I mean, it's definitely,
we'll put that up on the Instagram.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, now I got my pro card. Now Black Ice will look at me like I mean something.
Oh, for sure.
You know how to work the power
Your
play?
foot's in the door now.
Yeah, I know how to work the power play. I'm PK shorthanded goal specialist.
Yeah.
Show it off this weekend.
I'll try.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch all these games. I think it's gonna be fun. Champion, Tidy Whiteys, ATL Phantoms, and Blood and Feathers. Who do you think is gonna be your biggest challenge?
No offense, I'm gonna go with Blood and Feathers. I think I don't even know who's on their roster, but I would assume them. I know Tidy Whiteys has Michael Curtis. I played with Michael Curtis before. He's a good player. He's been around for a while. But he's the only one I know from that team, I think. I mean, again, I haven't seen their roster either, but Kraft told me he's on that team, so.
Very cool.
Yeah, Kraft's worried. Kraft's always worried.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, he's always worried about the other teams. Like I'm the one
guy
that doesn't care about the other teams, and he's always like, "Dude, they might beat us." He's like, "Yo, is our goalie gonna be all right?" Like, yeah, our goalie's gonna be fine, dude.
I mean, so their roster is Josh Martin in goal, Patrick McDonald, John Kulo, you got Alex Sauer, you got Whitey, got Austin Gomez, who's who we usually play with. He jumped ship, that bastard.
Traitor.
You got Eric Mogg and Michael Curtis. So I don't know if you know any of those names.
Yeah, no, not really.
That's the Tidy Whitey team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Whitey's team. That's the new Jets.
Yeah. Whitey got tired. So Whitey goes through phases where he just gets tired of jerseys, and then he just gets a new team and then creates new jerseys.
Oh,
So-
wait, that's the Jets team from Nashville? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so then I do know them. All right, yeah. No, I guess I just don't know their names very well, but I do know the Jets team.
As long as you rank them fourth, I'm fine with it.
All right, yeah, that's easy.
It's okay. You know, we I don't know if you took a peek at the US Roller Cup, who's going to win it. Obviously, you guys had over 50% of the votes. You know, people were sleeping on the Phantoms. I get it. We lurk in the shadows. But you know,
Did you fill the roster?
don't even get me started on that. What a shit show.
Hey,
You know,
it's always nice being the underdog. I'd rather.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, when I'm getting messages saying like the Phantoms are gone, like, and I'm like, what do you mean? It was a hectic registration closing moment. But you know, there was some fear there from some guys, and they backed out. So
Yeah.
we're revoking their pro cards. So.
Get fired.
So yeah, we're revoking their pro cards. I'm gonna send out the names to the Narch Tours and State Wars and say, listen, these guys are not allowed on a roster.
Oh my god.
They gotta play A, B. That's all they're allowed to play for now on. So yeah, I mean, it was definitely a shit show going into the registration because I got a text saying like, hey, and I've been up to date with. Because Jake's my buddy, so I've been in with who's signing up and stuff like that. And then when I got the text like, "Hey, you guys aren't signed up," and I was like, "What the fuck you mean? What do you mean we're not signed up?" And he's like, "Yeah, you know." And I was like, "All right, give me a second. I'm gonna figure this shit out." So yeah, I sent McDonald a text. And I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" And he was like, I had a couple of guys drop, and I was like, "How many we got?" He's like 7. I'm like, "That's good enough."
Yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
More money for you guys.
Yeah.
When
So-
you win, right?
I think that's
Yeah.
all Tidy Whitey's has too. I think they only
Yeah.
have 7 guys.
They only got 7, and they're playing 2 divisions. So, we grind them down. We grind them down in pro. We play the body. I know all the refs, so that's why the bounty's there, because I get one good run.
You already paid them off.
Love the strategy.
And
What?
do you have the breakdown by the divisions? How many teams are in each division?
Yes.
I know there's 4 in pro.
Give me
How
one
many are in
second.
gold and silver?
4 in pro, 4 in gold. 6 in silver.
Yeah, let's go to gold.
And then 7 in club, and then 6 in bronze.
Should we just make one big division? What do you
Oh
guys
god.
say?
I'm down.
So yeah.
I'm down. I don't know how it's gonna fare, but
So actually, it was on the table. If the Phantoms did not sign up, that we were going to do a pro gold division, and from there it was going to be a best of 7 for the top two. Top 2 were going to make pro championship, and there was going to be a best of 7 series. That's if there was not 4 teams. That's what was on the table.
That would have been nuts.
Yeah.
jeez.
Not in a good way.
Which I mean,
Yeah.
you're talking. I mean, best of 7 series would have been nuts.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's how Piha is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, let's just run 7 games in a row, and just see survival of the
Yeah.
fittest.
I would-
Literally.
So, I think the champion silver team, those might be the sandbaggers of the tournament.
Sandbaggers of the tournament. You want us to move up?
Those are the trash pandas of Piha.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
We
was
need
saying,
to throw a little bit of trash pandas trash talk.
So, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, I'm just saying, you guys are potentially the trash pandas of Piha.
We're all over the age of 40.
Okay, and your resumes
Played in
speak for
leagues,
themselves.
Hey, we played in leagues when you were allowed to fight in roller hockey.
Yeah.
Hey.
You play your full contact roll
I
What was
played
that?
in
What, MLRH?
Major League Roller Hockey was 3 fights per player per game.
What a shit
Nice.
show.
So deal with that.
Nobody be pulling the Michigan if that were the rules.
We don't know what a
Oh.
Michigan is. We're too old. There's no hockey DB in any of us.
Yeah, no, there weren't even computers when you guys were playing. So,
I listened to 8-Track.
They had the organ player at the rink.
Well, we'll talk to Jake if you really think we should move up.
I don't care where you play.
We might give our own pro team the best game of the season.
I mean, we could fit you in there.
We'll talk later offline.
But yeah, I mean, so Justin, you want to hit some rapid fire?
Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, PJ, don't think about these too much, all right? Just go right off the dome.
Yeah.
The first one, I have a couple brothers that play hockey as well, so I wanted to ask you this. Do you guys ever get together and just test your skills against each other?
Wait, do we what? My bad.
It's all right. Do you and your brother ever get together just to battle, like see who's got better skills?
I mean, growing up, we always played in the driveway, like going at it. I mean, when he was young, I would play lefty, and we would play each other like that. But I mean, now, I guess we go to rapid fire here and there and play against each other. Not so much one-on-one, but we battle it out a little bit without trying to kill him.
So, I mean, we talked about going to the board. I mean, is there really no remorse when you put your brother into the boards?
No mercy. Yeah, I mean, when we're playing in a tournament, no mercy. I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do. He's a hell of a player, so I really just gotta fucking hit him.
Nice. All right. What is your favorite tourney series that you play in?
Palma Pro, I'd say.
Cool. What's your favorite rink you've ever played at?
That's it. So fuck. What the fuck is the Germain Arena in Florida?
All right.
Okay.
Do you have a nemesis?
Junior Cadiz, I guess, just because he's a good friend of mine, so it's always fun battling against him.
Little friend of me?
Yeah.
Very cool. Who do you think is the best player in roller right now?
I'd say Halverson. Obviously Travis Snow is up there. I mean, there's so many, and everybody's different, but yeah, I'll give Halverson the crown right now.
Very cool.
I think he's playing unreal right now, so yeah.
What do you think is the most important trait for a hockey player?
Patience and talent, I guess.
Patience down.
Fair.
Okay.
Both.
When you're playing, do you prefer to play indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. Definitely indoor.
All right. 3 tips for young players.
Have fun. Learn from your mistakes. You know, there's always something to be learned if you have a bad game or whatnot. You know, and stay positive. I mean, as a young kid, I always used to like get down on myself and be pissed and whatnot, but I feel like that just makes you play even worse. So I think it's really important to stay positive and keep a positive mindset. And I think, you know, you just go out there and make up for your mistakes. And, resilience, I guess.
Love it. All right, last question. Did you have fun?
What'd you say?
Did you have fun?
Oh, fuck yeah. Always a good
I just feel bad. I haven't
talking
even
about.
seen you taking a bite of that spicy chicken yet.
I know.
I didn't even eat it. Didn't even take a bite.
It's devastating.
I picked on a few fries. That's about it. I'll
I
heat
thought
it
for
up
sure
when
we
we
were
get to
just
the
gonna catch you
hotel.
much.
You know,
There
just
you
stick it on the front seat warmers. It'll be fine.
Yeah. They have the air conditioning on,
Oh God,
so they don't sweat.
it's like the 50s, and it's like in the 50s in the South.
Yeah, they're feeling it.
Yeah, hey, I mean, they're all hyped up. I mean, they're probably rocking smelling salts too up in that front seat.
Oh yeah, they're buzzing.
These leather seats is like sitting.
Well, PJ, we really appreciate you being here, man. You got anything
Absolutely.
else you want to say to the people?
No offsides.
Hell yeah.
Well, PJ, we appreciate you being on the show. You
Yeah.
know, happy to have you. It was a fun time. If you're
You gotta go.
oh God, if you're forechecking roller hockey, don't let up because there's no offsides. I'm Dan Dean.
I'm Justin Wood.
PJ, thanks for joining us, bud.
Thanks for having me, fellas.
Yep.
Later, boys.
Oh yeah. We'll see you.
See you guys soon.
Later.
Yeah, later, boys.
Peace.
Every episode of No Offsides podcast is brought to you by Champion Hockey. Be a champion.